Welcome to the campus of Western State Hospital. Thank you so much for joining us for this very special, groundbreaking event. I'm Tyler Hemstreet. I'm with the Office of Communications, and I'll be your MC for today. So before we get started, we're going to welcome up the chaplain, Paul Ajobi. He's going to give us a blessing before we get started. So Paul, you want to come on up here?
Let's bow our heads to prayers, please. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this wonderful occasion that has brought all of us together. And we thank you because your word declares in Proverbs 3 verse 6 that in all our ways we should acknowledge you. And as a people, we acknowledge that you are the source of life. And as we plan to put up an edifice in this place, we acknowledge that you are the author of life, you are the beginning of every good thing, and we ask, Lord, for your blessing upon this project. And it is our prayer today that as the project begins, it will not stall, but from the beginning to the end, everything shall be done well. We ask all this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you, sir. So we are here today to celebrate a historic milestone as we continue to embark on a years-long construction project for the new 350-bed forensic hospital, a facility that will greatly enhance the patient experience, improve treatment outcomes, and set new standards for mental health care. You will hear from various speakers today. Governor Jay Inslee is here. He, of course, stood on the steps of Western State Hospital on this very campus several years ago to announce a plan to transform behavioral health care here in the state of Washington. This new forensic hospital is a key piece of that plan. You will also hear from Hilma Meneses, Secretary of the Department of Social and Health Services, and Mark Thompson, currently the CEO of the Gage Center for Forensic Excellence, who will also oversee the new forensic hospital. Eric Olson, Senior Vice President of Clark Construction, our construction partner for this project, will also say a few words. And as you can see from the piles behind you in that corner, a lot of work has already been done to get to where we are today. Clark and its project partners demolished 12 buildings to clear the land for this very spot. After we hear from today's speakers, they will gather to my right, and using our special ceremonial shovels, we will break ground for this project. So before we get to our speakers, I want to encourage everyone to please check out the informational boards back over there. They contain details on the history of Western State Hospital, as well as some renderings and information on the new forensic hospital. We also have some refreshments over there as well. So now I want to introduce and welcome to the podium the Secretary for the Department of Social and Health Services, Hilma Meneses.
Well, good morning. This is definitely a special day for the community, for Washington, and for every single employee at the facility and beyond. Thank you to the legislature. Thank you to the city of Lakewood, town of Steilacoom, the tribal leaders that are here today, the former Secretary of DSHS, Secretary of Corrections, Cheryl Strange, and of course, thank you, Governor Inslee, for blessing us with your presence and endorsement. And of course, most importantly, thank you to all the dedicated DSHS staff at every part of the house. You humble me every day with your compassion, your dedication to our clients and our patients. You come every day to serve with love and dignity and respect and kindness. I am so appreciative of you and of the team that is going to build this beautiful facility. And you know, as some of you know, last fall we opened Olympic Heritage. We did not have enough beds to meet the demand, and that made a huge difference. Up until then, we did not have enough beds. Olympic Heritage made a change. Now we have zero patients waiting over 7 days, forensic patients. Thank goodness to that project. But this project is going to really meet the demand for years to come. This project is imaginative. It's gorgeous. It's going to change the landscape for patients needing our treatment. Behavioral health is still imploding, so this one is so critical, so critical. And again, our people are going to be treating these patients who so deserve treatment with dignity, respect, and kindness. The new forensic hospital will help those in need with treatment methods in a state-of-the-art facility with a nature-inspired design while balancing safety, security, and operations. And this includes electronic health record from day one. This is part of a holistic treatment for our patients. And the modern facility will benefit staff as well. We're giving them the tools to do their work. The elevated walkways in the new hospital connect the patient wings, incorporate nature by providing serene views into the landscape courtyards. How serene and peaceful will it be for them? A lot of thought has gone into this project in the new facility, and I continue to be inspired. So thank you all who made this happen. I so much appreciate you. Now, some time ago, there was a patient in one of the wings here. Her name was Christy Parson. And her parents, after she died, her parents donated $100,000 to continue treatment for our patients. I am pleased to say that the bricks that you see over there in one of the over there in the corner, if you buy one, it's going to go into that fund. It's going to go into that fund, and so the symbolism, but also the money that we collect is important for our patients. And with that, before I introduce Governor Inslee, I want to say to you, we have to honor him with one of those bricks. So, Governor, yes, let me honor you with a brick.
Oh, thank you.
On behalf of Christy Parson and her family, thank you, Governor Inslee. And I also have a certificate of authenticity for you.
Oh, my gosh.
For the brick. No, we are not taking money from you.
This is for the fund right there.
Okay, sir.
There we go.
You got it.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Thank you, Hilma.
Here you go.
Thank you much, Hilma. Look, this is a good day for the state of Washington. It is two kinds of groundbreaking. One is groundbreaking on a building, but in a larger sense, it's a groundbreaking on how we provide behavioral health services for Washingtonians. It is part and parcel of a revolutionary way to provide better services for our family members, for our community members, for our fellow workers who run into mental health challenges. And I can not be more proud of what we're doing here today, because it is a very Washingtonian thing to do in three ways. Number one, we care for our fellow Washingtonians. We don't shove them off into dark recesses of our community. We treat them to get them back. And we know that that can work. People come into this hospital and then they walk out and go back to their families with success. These places are places of success, as this hospital will be. Number two, we are always innovating. We're always looking for new ways of providing better services for Washingtonians, and providing a separate forensic hospital for those in the forensic side of the house to allow our more community-based systems that we're developing across the state of Washington is an innovative way of doing business. We are always making a better Washington with better ideas. And third, we build things in Washington. We create places where life will become better. And today I want to particularly ask for a round of applause for the people who are going to actually do it. 700 people are going to be wearing their hard hats, coming to work in the rain every day so we can have better mental health in the state of Washington. Can you give a round of applause to the people who are actually going to be doing this work? the good union members of IBW and plumbers and masons and operating engineers and iron workers. We appreciate their help. Look, I want to comment on where we are on this journey to bring better behavioral health to Washington State. We've had some real challenges in the state because orders for DSHS competency services increased 60% between 2018 and 2023, including a 40% increase from 2021 to 2022. That is an enormous challenge to be able to meet. And this exponential growth was not sustainable unless we really put pedal to the metal on our building programs, what we're doing today. So we have invested tremendous resources to respond to this tremendous challenge. And 2 years ago, with increased caseloads, it could take up to 9 months to get transferred to a state hospital of people who had to be in jails waiting for treatment. We're now making those transfers in an average in 5 days. 5 days. This is an enormous improvement that we have been able to achieve. 2 years ago, we had over 500 Washingtonians stuck in county jails not getting treatment in the environment they needed. Today, that number is down to a dozen. We have made enormous progress in this state in the last 2 years because of the dedicated work of so many people, from DSHS to our construction folks to legislators. How about a round of the legislators that approved the appropriations for this to get this job done too? So the second point I want to make is this is a forensic hospital for those who are waiting for forensic services. But it is integral to our global effort to treat those on the civil side as well. And I want to note with this building, this is just one part of our building program. I was so excited to go to the UW hospital for their groundbreaking and blue ribbon cutting, ceremony when we opened that hospital. It's kind of cool. We're the first state in the United States ever to have a dedicated, ground-up teaching hospital for mental health, and we're doing that right here in the state of Washington. This is part of that effort. This effort on the forensic side helps civil patients as well, because we're opening up a pipeline for people who need treatment on both sides. And third, I want to point out, the people who have planned and will building this are doing it in a way that is extraordinary when it comes to protecting our environment. This is a net zero ready energy building. Energy use intensity is 50% below otherwise federal standards. We're targeting LEED Gold for healthcare certification. We have all electric design with high efficiencies. We're using heat pump for domestic water heaters. We're going to have 72 charging stations so you can charge your electric car when you come to work. This is one of the greenest mental health facilities in United States history. And I want to thank people for what you're doing, because at the same time you're treating mental health, you're taking care of our physical health, that we're reducing pollution that comes out of our buildings. And it's pretty cool, I think, that these 100-year-old plus trees right over here are going to become benches so people can take a little rest once in a while. We're doing this great work. So I want to thank everybody involved in this project. It's a great day in the state of Washington. Let's keep building a healthier state. We're doing that right here today. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you, Governor. Now we're going to welcome Mark Thompson. He is the CEO for the Forensic Center of Excellence. Mark.
Thanks, Tyler. Good morning and welcome again, everyone. My name is Mark Thompson, as Tyler mentioned. I am the Chief Executive Officer of the Gage Center of Forensic Excellence here at Western State Hospital. And I am honored to be here today and be part of the ceremony to break ground on the new forensic hospital. It seems like we've been talking about the need for these additional beds for many years now. I can remember being in new employee orientation in a building just on the other side of that building 8 years ago and talking about that need. It has been hard seeing some of these older buildings go. There's a tremendous amount of history that's weaved through our campus over the last 150 plus years. But that history is what forms the foundation for our future. This new hospital helps to provide the assurance that the hard work that has been done over the last several years by all of the staff here at Western State Hospital to come into compliance with the timelines of the True Blood settlement will continue and usher forward Governor Inslee's vision of transforming mental health. I am extraordinarily proud of the work that has been done by staff across all disciplines at both the forensic and the civil centers here at the hospital to get us to where we are today. The primary goal of my tenure as CEO has been to bring Western State Hospital into compliance with the True Blood settlement, and I am thrilled to say that we have been substantially compliant with that settlement at Western State for several months now. And I can't thank all of my staff enough for their tireless work toward that objective. While we are excited and proud of what we have accomplished, we recognize we have a long way to go to complete the governor's vision and transform Washington's mental health care system. Although Western State Hospital is only one piece of that continuum of care, it is a critical one, and this new hospital will help to provide trauma-informed care to some of the individuals in the state of Washington struggling with the most significant impairments to their mental health. In just a moment, we're going to hear more details from our partners at Clark Construction about some of the design features of the new construction, but I wanted to take one final moment to thank everyone who has been a part of moving this project forward, but especially those staff here at Western State Hospital that will continue to do the amazing work in our existing buildings and our brand new hospital into the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, so our final speaker for today's program is Eric Olson, Senior Vice President for Clark Construction, which so graciously set up this backdrop for us today. Eric, come on up.
Thank you. Good morning. Great to see everybody. A special thank you to Governor Inslee, Secretary Meneses, other distinguished guests, Secretary Kevin Bovenkamp, and a special shout out to Bob Hubenthal. Bob Hubenthal, you came back for today. It's awesome to see you. My name is Eric Olson. I'm the Senior Vice President at Clark Construction, our business unit leader here in the Pacific Northwest. Happy to be here on an important day for a very important project. Behavioral health is critically important to the state. As Governor Inslee said, we know that. And for that, we're honored and proud to be part of the process. Our fantastic team here, led by Taylor Johnson and Don Pitt, have been here for a while now in the pre-construction phase, which is critical to setting up a successful job, which starts today. I would like to thank our stakeholder partners at DSHS, Department of Social and Health Services, and DES as well. The partnership is critical to good outcomes. A special thank you, Aaron Martinez, Larry Covey, Haluk Jehoon, David Chipchase, Sean Candela, Aaron Young. We've started, we'll keep it going from here until we're done. And as was said, a lot of hard work is ahead of us, but that's where we're at our best. And we'll do it as a team together. And I think it's good news when I have a similar thought as the governor. It's my duty and honor as the contractor to get to recognize the real folks that do the work. It doesn't happen in an office. It happens in the mud, on the top of a tower crane, hanging steel and pouring concrete on a Tuesday in November when it's cold. And for that, we can't thank those folks enough. But the best way we can thank them is to guarantee a safe and productive job site. And that is what we'll do here as a team. You got to do both. So with that, with the help of many of the best trade partners in the area, our partners at DES and DSHS, our design team led by Todd Buchanan at HOK, who's designed a beautiful building, we'll do it. And I can't wait to be here to see you all again when we're done. Thank you.
Okay, so that is going to do it for the formal portion of our program. Now we're going to gather our speakers to the right of me for the ceremonial groundbreaking. We will first dig in the shovels to celebrate the milestone, and then we'll take some pictures. So you guys want to head over. Thank you again, everybody, for coming today, helping us celebrate. We appreciate it. Okay, wait.
This is the closest thing I ever come to water.
Okay, everybody got a spoonful?
Who's in charge? Are you counting down?
Yeah, sure. All right. Ready? 3, 2, 1.